is my supercell that I created. The cling wrap with the sprinkles on the outside represents the cell wall. The cell wall is selectively permeable, which means it controls what goes in and out of the cell. The cell wall gives the cell its strength, and it acts like the exoskeleton of an insect. The glass orb in my cell represents the cell membrane. In a way, it is just like the cell wall. They're both selectively permeable, and it is the thin outer layer of an animal cell or the inner layer of a plant cell. In my cell, what appears to be empty space is actually cytoplasm. The cytoplasm I represented with candle gel. It is a clear, colorless liquid that is half liquid, half solid. And the cytoplasm carries lots of salt and proteins and other things throughout the cell. In my cell, the nucleus is represented by this big bobber here, and the nucleolus, which is inside the middle of the bobber, is represented as a marble. The nucleus is like the brain of the cell. It controls what the cell will do and all the activities that take place. The nucleolus is inside the nucleus. It is 25% of the total mass of the nucleus, and it does not have a membrane. It is made of proteins and nucleic acid. Another organelle that is inside the nucleus is called chromosomes. Chromosomes are thick rod-like structures inside the nucleus that contain DNA and information about the cell. It is responsible for directing the cell. I made the chromosomes out of toothpicks and green wire. What organelle is responsible for making lots of energy in the cell? By breaking down food and combining it with oxygen. If you were thinking of the mitochondria, you are correct. I made my mitochondria out of blue Sculpey, which is just like clay, and a little bit of blue Sharpie. The endoplasmic reticulum moves proteins around the cell from the center toward the outside. I made my endoplasmic reticulum out of a bunch of orange pipe cleaners wound together and twisted throughout the cell. Next, I'll be talking about lysosomes. All these purple beads in here are the lysosomes. They get rid of waste and other unwanted things, and they're mostly found in animal cells. On the vacuole. The vacuole is like the storage center of the cell. It stores proteins, salts, water, and waste materials for the cell. I represented the vacuole as blue puffballs. The white triangular beads in my diagram depict the ribosomes. The ribosomes make protein. They are also attached to the inside of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. After the ribosomes make the proteins, the Golgi apparatus packages and ships the proteins throughout the cell or past the cell membrane to other parts of the animal or plant cell. In my cell, the Golgi apparatus is a purple pipe cleaner that is twisted in odd shapes. Last but not least, this green balloon is the chloroplast. Chloroplast uses the sun's energy to make food and other plant materials for the cell. Chloroplast has chlorophyll in it, which makes up the green coloring in plants. In conclusion, I have learned a lot. My brain is overflowing with knowledge from this assignment. The end. Peace out.